it's here finally, the first big snowfall of the year, of this winter.
Yes, some towns have had a few inches so far, but the majority of us have not. So, yeah, time to go fuel up the snow blowers and put the blades on the trucks.
If the shovel's still in the garage, goes in the trunk, where it's going to sit until next summer, when you replace it with the beach chairs.
I mean, some people just leave everything in the van. Like I leave my scraper underneath a seat.
Yeah, that's in there all year.
It's in there all year. It is. All right, let's get started and let you know what to expect. The biggest impact from the storm will be this afternoon and this evening. That's when the storm really peaks. Parts of our coastline are going to mix with some rain. We are going to have this coastal front that sets up, but it will change back to snow this evening as the sun goes down and the storm strengthens and brings some cold air in. Farther inland, however, it's all snow and it's very cold, so 6 inches or more is very likely over the interior. Still no flakes in the state, just clouding up. You can see that there are some snow showers entering western New England. It's definitely cold enough for snow. Right now we have teens for the majority of northern Maine and low to mid 20s across the south. The thing is, the water temperature's 47 and the wind today is going to be lightly onshore. It's not going to penetrate into this cold everywhere, but along the immediate coastline, it will have some success, and we are going to have some problems with a rain-snow line going back and forth for a while. This high is not going to stay to our north, locking in all that cold at the coast. It's actually going to drift to the east, so that will allow for that light onshore flow. But as this storm goes by to our south, it will be strengthening, and it will be able to suck down some of that cold. So let's get to a timeline. It'll be cloudy for the first half of the commute. It'll be cold and it will be quiet. So early commuting, totally fine. However, by 8, 9 o'clock, the first flakes are going to start to develop. And over the interior, where we're in the 20s, those first flakes will instantly stick on roads if they are untreated. So they will grease up a little bit over the interior by the tail end of the commute. Midday, however, the steady precipitation fills in across the entire state. It's all snow inland. At the coastline, with that light onshore flow, our temperatures will be close to or above 32. And that's where we'll start to see a little mixing with some rain. So inland travel gets tough, coastal travel, limited road impact until the evening commute. And that's when the storm peaks, that's when the winds go into the north, and that's when our temperatures start to drop. And they'll even drop in Penobscot Bay and down East Maine for a late flip over to snow in these areas. So the evening commute is going to be the most troublesome. It'll be very slow, and travel is going to be tough. Those bands of snow continue till about 10 or midnight tonight, and then they disappear. And we're going to see big improvements for tomorrow morning, and there will be some time for cleanup. So let's close in on the snowfall amounts. Again, along the immediate coast with mixing and maybe some plain old rain for a while, it's 3 to 6 inches. So mid-coast, Cape Elizabeth, the beaches of York County, you don't have to go too far inland to run into that 6-inch zone with as much as 9 inches, and there could be a few towns in here that get slightly more than that. As we go into eastern and northern Maine, it's even warmer for the islands in Penobscot Bay, maybe just a slushy coating or an inch on some of them. The majority of down East Maine, though, gets about 3 to as much as 6 inches of snow. Bangor area, 6 to as much as 9 inches of snow, and that goes all the way up to about the Central Highlands. And then north of there, it's pure powder, but it's not as much. Later tonight, midnight, we're going to see the snow start to taper off. By daybreak, we're already doing some clearing. I guess that there's going to be some cleanup to do, though, so there may be some delays tomorrow morning. The rest of the day is totally fine. Thursday, the next front dives in with some snow showers in the afternoon. It ushers in a frigid air mass for Friday. Saturday, there's a storm system to our north and one to our south. It doesn't look like they kind of strengthen and come together too well. So limited snow risk on Saturday. If we get anything, it would be pretty light. Gale warning, seas 2 to 3 feet and a southeast breeze to 20 knots. Snow today, heaviest this afternoon and evening. Tomorrow, sunshine returns, but we're in the 30s, so it's not like anything's going to be melting away. Thursday afternoon, heads up for some snow showers or squalls. Frigid on Friday. Saturday, there's a chance for some light snow in the afternoon. It'll be bright on Sunday, but chilly, and then we get another cold blast, Hannah, early next week with highs again only in the 20s. So it's early December. That's definitely below average for temperatures, and we're also getting some snow. So this is kind of a tough winter week, and we're not even in winter yet.
To stay for a while,
yeah,
it seems. We go kind of back and forth, things thawing out, but this is going to be a
here.
stretch.
It's here.
All right. Thanks, Todd.
Sure.